Hello, and welcome to the 7th episode of Shrink the State Podcast. I'm Justyn.
I'm Will.
I'm James.
And we are here on another beautiful Thursday evening to talk to you guys about abortion. Yup, we're talking about babies, fetus, whatever you want to call them. A cluster of cells. It's going to be a very interesting talk today, I think. I think it'll be a great podcast.
I myself think it's just going to be an abortion of an episode.
Wow, I did not see that coming. Psych, I kind of did.
We can't even cut that out.
Yeah, we can. That's right in our intro. We're going to keep that one, huh?
We can't. Okay.
By the way, what beverages do we have around the circle for today?
Well, I got some delicious Coca-Cola.
Yeah, he picked Coke.
Oh, that was really good.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, he picked Coke. He picked Coke.
Coca-Cola.
I mean,
that's what he chose.
You have Pepsi. Well, I mean, at least it wasn't brisk this time.
I'm a Pepsi guy, guys, but
At least it wasn't brisk.
they only sold... I wanted something smaller today. I didn't want a king-size can. That's all they had there. So I just grabbed this little skinny can here.
I really wanted to say a dirty joke there. How about James? What do you have?
Well, I have a Monster Energy drink, and it's
Wow, I
really...
didn't see that coming.
I know, the gay man is actually straighter than the straight man.
I like being healthy.
I had a Monster this morning. I had the blue raspberry flavor.
Well, I'm sorry that you're so morally superior there with your Coke.
Here's the thing. Mine's a skinny can to represent how skinny I am, and yours is a big fat can. Never mind.
I mean, it's a Monster Energy drink because I'm dealing with insomnia, that's why it's a Monster Energy drink. But insomnia can suck my tubby tushy.
Isn't insomnia where you can't...
Uh-oh, he's choking.
Sorry.
Wow, I can smell the Monster Energy. It has such a weird smell.
Guys, we're basically the Louder Crowder Mug Club thing. We laugh way too much on their podcast.
Hi, I'm Steven Crowder.
Oh
It's like Jimmy Fallon.
Just have two guys in the background that laugh at everything.
Oh, yeah. I guess yours is representing your skinniness. Yours is representing your, we'll say thickness. I got a nice curvy bottle to represent my beautiful curves. I'm plump in the right places, if you know what I mean. My drink is Mountain Dew Baja Blast for a limited time only.
It's pronounced Baja.
Baja? Is it Baja?
It's Baja. I've
What
seen
is
the
that?
commercials.
Was that Spanish?
I don't know.
We're going at the
Japanese.
Baja Blast. Japanese?
No,
What
it's
the
not.
heck?
It's
This
it's
is
probably
definitely not
Spanish
Japanese.
because it's done by Taco Bell, or sponsored by Taco Bell.
Oh, sponsored by Taco Bell. Oh, let's go,
Taco Bell
Holmes.
isn't
Let's go. I
Spanish.
say, oh, the Baja Blast.
So, guys, for
Oh,
this...
wait. That's not as satisfying as a can opening.
No, that was actually
Not
kind
at
of
all.
lame.
That's
So
why I
I-
opened up cans.
So Wayne
Very
picked a skinny
unsatisfying.
drink because he's skinny. I picked a big drink because I float, and Justin picked a drink that was lame opening up.
Well, the thing is,
Because
I've tried
I'm
the
a loser.
I tried the Baja Blast. It doesn't taste that good.
Oh, hold on. I thought I tried it once already. One sec.
Oh.
That's gross.
Ew. This tastes like soap.
I'm not
Is it
sure.
really?
It tastes like laundry
It's
detergent.
okay. Like I tried it. I was like, it's okay. It's just not that good. Anyway,
I mean, we're not trying to make fun of ASMR artists or anything, but you people are freaks.
stop eating pizza right in front of the mic. You disgusting pig. Is that ham on there? A pig died for that. You killed a pig to eat that pizza.
Speaking about pigs, no, not me. He was going to buy back bacon to go on the pizza instead
Back
of,
bacon.
instead
Yes.
of side bacon.
He was on the phone, and I heard him say, yeah, back bacon. Yeah, let's do that. And
does that?
Oh, my word. I almost killed him.
Canada isn't going to hell because of
did.
abortions. They're going to hell because of back bacon.
They forced me to switch to guys, back bacon's pretty good.
Back bacon is...
I mean,
I
I'm
just held back from saying something I regret.
I'm agnostic, but I agree with Sin when it comes to back bacon.
Thank
Because,
you.
I mean, geez. I mean, what did Canada do here? It's like we have bacon, and then we have ham.
So what you're
and-
saying is back
Canadian bacon.
proved the devil was real.
Yeah.
And only the devil. No, it was that and geese.
Geese. Oh, my word. I could talk forever about how stupid Canadian geese are retards. Canadian geese are actually idiots. Do you know how stupid Canadian geese are? Okay, I'm not going to talk about it. Everyone out there who's Canadian, you know what I'm talking about.
They're basically chickens.
They're
basically rocks.
Well, no, chickens have a stereotype of being incredibly stupid. Geese are basically chickens.
I think that that they also prove reincarnation is true. They're just the reincarnated form of every bad person ever. We just come back as geese.
Just the bad karma made them come. I was asking, there is some. You know, I'm not going to start about Hinduism and karma. I wanted to go on a tangent about religion, but I didn't. Okay, you're welcome.
So yeah, let's talk about today's topic, which is abortion.
Can we just bring up first? Are we even going to do the Justin Trudeau episode? I don't
we
think
will.
we are. We will.
We might not. Yeah. What do you think?
The thing is, I thought it was necessary because we want. Obviously, we're libertarians. We have a bias against Justin Trudeau, and we're going to do it to support our propaganda. But everyone is Canadian.
So wait, support our propaganda?
Wait,
you
is
said
not
that.
the right word? What's propaganda mean?
It
means your political
like fake
view,
news.
right?
No.
It's like fake news.
I thought I meant political view. Okay, this is how educated I'm in politics, guys.
Yeah, we're talking AOC levels here.
Anyway, I don't think, I personally, we might yet, but I think we're leaning toward not, just because Justin Trudeau is getting completely roasted right now. His approval ratings have gone down. His phone numbers have gone down. Every time I go to Twitter or social media to refute something he said, I go to the comment section. Everyone's doing it already.
Yeah.
So he's done.
I already step in and put in my opinion because it detracts like people to me. But yeah, generally, like a few weeks ago before the scandal hit, I was looking on Twitter because I frequent it now because it actually works for me.
Right.
And I found that most people already hated him. Like most people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We're talking,
he's got no
we're talking
chance.
about Twitter. We're talking about the Tumblr.
Talking about Twitter.
Like the idea that Twitter is against it is simply absurd.
It's absolutely absurd. I mean, like, it's bloody crazy. My Jordan Peterson can still work. Oh yeah, the lobsters.
I
There.
can't say it.
Still every episode.
Yeah. You had to put it in there. But yeah, so I don't think we'll be talking about that.
One more thing. Propaganda, information, especially of or bias or misleading nature used to promote a political cause.
Okay. So not quite.
So bias
what
and
I meant.
misleading.
So it won't probably... You know what? We're not big, so no one's going to do this. But if we were big, someone would cut that piece out and put it on as a soundbite just to discredit us. But anyway.
I think that Heil Hitler is a bad thing to say.
I
they would
really,
cut that part out, and then
I
would use
will
that too.
never, I will never Sieg Heil, and I do not love Hitler. I love Hitler, not.
You just... Luckily, no one's after us, because we're only up to like 200 views, I think. So.
Yeah, well...
Oh, man, we just
told everyone how much we suck.
how unpopular we are. I just said it to the world.
It's just weird to me that the Jews did not see that coming.
Got him! Okay, so something about the topic that we're going to be talking about today.
Jews did not say.
Not see? How'd you not hear that?
Oh!
Oh my goodness. Wow. Once again, showing us the intelligence of Bill.
We tell a joke, then we have to wait. Like, we have to tell a joke like 5 seconds ahead of time.
You have to explain your joke that shows your intelligence.
I was focused on something else. So, we probably won't do the whole Justin Trudeau thing as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
There's no need.
Unless there's more news, but we'll cover that in our news section.
Even the left is against him at this point. Like,
yeah, the left is
the liberals hate him.
Mm-hmm.
They're with Singh.
Yep. Jagmeet Singh. Anyways, so yeah.
Oh, I actually have a tweet that I should read off later. No.
Sure. What I wanted to say quickly about the topic that we're going to talk about today is when it comes to abortion. What we're going to be doing is William is going to be framing the argument for abortion, for the pro-choice, in quotations, pro-choice, pro-abortion side of it. And me and James are going to be framing the pro-life side of it. We might flip here or there. Maybe James will take the devil's advocate side, but we'll let you guys know before we do that. And William also wanted to let you guys know he will be talking a stereotypical...
I'm going to be playing...
Ultra-leftist.
Ultra-liberal leftist. Guys, I'm just trying to make this really comedic. I'm not trying to insult anyone, but...
He's going to be making... The thing is, though, when we're doing that, we're going to make sure that he's actually still making the same arguments that they're going to be making. And the thing is, too, we tried to look up the top, 20 maybe?
I got 3 really good links open right now of really good arguments. I tried to find the best, so I got some really interesting philosophical ones. Some are called MIT Web Edu Pro Choice whatever. Anyway,
We're trying to.
I got good arguments.
We're trying to frame some of the top arguments that the pro-choice side tries to make against the people that are pro-life, and then we're gonna debunk them all.
And in fact, I got some of the arguments that was from the individual that popularized abortion so much, the guy who started it. What's his name?
I actually want to phrase ahead of time that I haven't seen these questions, so they might sway me.
Neither have I.
So they might actually. I mean, if they have truth to them, I'll
Never
listen.
know.
Yeah.
I'm actually honestly going to try my hardest to push against pro-life.
Also, there's a difference between making fun of ultra-leftists and making fun of liberals. Because liberals have a semblance of sanity, whereas the ultra-left just makes fun of themselves. I mean, they're just a joke. They are the greatest argument for abortion.
Yeah, if you're Antifa out there, well, you won't be watching this anyway. Well, you might be shifting for hours of content. No, never mind. 200 views. Never mind. Anyway. Dang it, I can't find it now. Whatever, we'll get to that's the last link. So I'll get to that one and we'll talk about the person that popularized abortion, really made it famous.
Did you say dang it?
Yeah, dang it.
Damn it, William, you shouldn't say dang it.
Yeah, I know it. Quack, quack.
Why the hell did you say dang
it? Anyway. Yeah, so should we begin?
Let's begin. Wait, hold on. Okay, I'm good.
Well, it's just that I haven't had any sleep for 3 days or so.
Okay, so I'm going to let in my hard leftist liberal cousin into the room right now.
Okay, what's his name? Or her... Oh, wait. What is Z's name?
Yeah, don't assume his gender. He gets really ticked off when you do
What
that.
are your pronouns?
His name is Willis.
Willis is the pronoun?
Come on in, Willis. Hey, boys! How you doing?
Hello, Willis. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing just wonderful. Oh, an energy drink. Hopefully it's vegan, low carb. Is it gluten free? It needs to be gluten free.
No, but it probably has 80 grams of sugar.
Sorry, I can't drink it.
Well,
Thanks anyway.
I make sure to have gluten on the side. Like, I make sure to actually buy a vial of extra gluten.
Is that
I pour into
pizza?
my
You are killing the animals. That is murder.
It definitely is.
I don't know if you can talk about murder. I mean, we'll talk about it right now if you want.
Okay. So I have a friend's, cousin's, brother's, wife's.
By the way, I strangled a pig to death before we put it on the pizza.
And I ate its testicles. No homo.
While it was alive.
I'm actually triggered.
I ate its testicles.
I'm so triggered.
No homo. Alright.
Which is, it's not gay.
Nope. Not at all.
Okay.
Every time I took a bite, I was like, I'm straight.
So I knew someone that knew someone that knows someone that knew somebody that had an abortion, and they think you're Nazis.
Where's your proof?
Okay, let's get into this. Look. Oh wow, that was really loud to the mic.
Did you say that you didn't
That
like?
was really loud.
So you don't like
It's too much sugar.
Ah.
It's bad. What do you? This is why you're fat. Oh no, don't fat shaming. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you.
Willis! Willis, are you fat shaming?
Please forgive me. Please forgive me. I am.
Bow down to James.
I am so sorry.
Let's see. A gay person that grew up in poverty, married to a transgender person. I mean, my gosh, you should be worshiping me. I am your god.
Okay, Willis.
Please forgive me. I am so sorry.
Willis, calm down, Willis. Hey, Willis, hold
Give
my
me my
hand.
inhaler.
Willis, hold my hand. I'm here for you. Okay, slow down. Breathe with me.
We do this again.
Okay, you're good.
Think gay thoughts.
Okay.
It helps.
Gay. Wait, are you single? Are you single? I happen to be gay too. Actually, I'm non-binary, so I'm not sure.
Willis.
Okay.
Willis,
Okay.
I want to say this right
I'm
off the
straight
bat.
now. I am straight now.
You don't have to claim your sexuality when you walk in the room. I don't care where your dink goes.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let's get into
continue with the
It's
conversation.
really hard for me to come here today. I have lots of problems with anxiety. I usually drink some of my.
Can I say this?
Mima's honey
Can I-
tea
can I
helps
say
me
this?
calm down.
I don't care.
You're being
Don't
kinda
talk
mean.
about your Mima either. That's really gay.
Did you see that this drink has assault written on it? and it's in camouflage. So technically,
It looks very violent. I think it should be banned.
it's an assault energy drink.
Guys, we're 15 minutes and we haven't talked about anything.
Okay, good point. Look, guys, I think women have a more right to decide what to do with their bodies. It's their body, and it's their right. Don't you think? I mean, if I got something growing inside of me, I should have the right to pluck it out.
Okay. So, what you're telling me...
First off, as a man, if there's something growing inside of you, you do need to pluck it out.
No, Willis is a female. He has to go spit. He's gonna throw up his drink. Willis. I mean, Z's gonna throw up... Okay.
Guys, look, listen up. All right, here's my first point. We'll get into much deeper ones later, guys. Okay, guys. And I think okay, boys, listen.
Did you just assume my gender?
Okay, I'm sorry. What's your gender?
Okay, go off.
I am a male.
Okay.
Okay, continue.
So women have a moral right to decide what to do with their bodies. It's their body, and it's their right to do what they want with it.
Okay. I understand why you say that. So, what makes you think that this body inside of yours is your body? Is it just the fact that it's inside of you that now it's your body?
I'm not saying that the fetus is part of my body.
Okay.
I'm saying it's my body, and that may be an argument for some people. I can score both angles. So I'm saying, I'm trying to say,
it's your body, so it's your choice.
It's my body, so it's my choice.
What to
if
do
I
with
want
it.
to expel
Right.
another body out of it.
Okay. So I'll say this. Ready? It's not your body. Because if it was your body, human beings have 2 eyes. They have 2 legs, 2 arms, 1 heart, 1 blood type, 1 brain. You do not have 2 brains, 4 eyes, 4 arms, 4 legs, and 2 different blood types.
There's a
That
guy I know
argument
that
is absurd. Because
And 2 different types of DNA. It's not your body.
If there is a parasitic thing, there's many parasites out there, many different kinds of parasites. They can come from all sorts of things, tropical islands, it doesn't matter. There's parasites, and if you can make the same argument for that parasite. It's a separate organism. But if there's a parasite in my body, I have the right to pluck it out. I'm not saying the fetus is part of my body. It's not. It's a completely separate organism. But this is my body, and if something is in my body, being a living thing or whatever, I have the right to remove it.
Okay. When you say remove, you're saying the word fetus and you're saying remove.
Mm-hmm.
Fetus is just Latin for young child or young person. So
actually,
it's a child. It's a baby.
I'm pretty sure it
life.
means it's a thing that's not alive or something like that.
That's not what it means. Fetus is just Latin for young child.
Okay, interesting.
And you say remove.
Mm-hmm.
So you mean murder.
Yes.
You mean kill, right? You want to kill the human being.
It's not human, it's a fetus.
And like I already said, fetus just means young child. So we're kind of doing circles here.
Okay.
It's Latin semantics at this point.
Okay, well, whatever it is, it's not alive.
What is the definition of human life to you?
Okay.
What makes someone a human?
Well, also, I want to say, you say it's not alive, so then how is it growing? I mean, theoretically, if it's not alive, it's not going to
grow.
I mean, it's not even going to be a problem. It's just going to stay there.
Plants are alive, but we still eat plants.
Plants are not humans. Humans have sentience.
That's what I'm saying. That thing is just a cluster of cells. It doesn't have sentience.
You're also a cluster of cells.
Well, yes, but I'm a cluster of cells of sentience.
So is that child.
Take my thoughts.
No, because you're Willis.
Listen, boys. Listen. Okay, look. Let's get it is a cluster of cells without form. Okay, it's a cluster of cells without form.
The form is actually very specific. It follows a very specific genetic pattern. It's within was it a few hours after it actually, when it becomes a zygote, we have 2 haploid cells that join together with 23 chromosomes each. They come together to form a diploid cell with 46 chromosomes that is unique to itself. So we're talking about a zygote that has its own DNA set, half from one parent, half from the other. That's a few hours after conception. So we're saying that it has the DNA of a human. It has its own DNA set and it's alive. So it is literally a human life.
But just to make an announcement, guys, I'm going to be shifting my argument constantly. It's not because I'm trying to look like a Stephen Warren doesn't know what he's talking about with shifting his argument. I'm shifting my argument because I'm trying to cover as many arguments as possible.
Cool. Sounds good. So you keep saying that because it's in your body, therefore you can remove it. So I want to ask you, if this baby is fully formed at 9 months, a fully formed child, do you still think it's okay to remove? At 9 months, do you think it's still okay to kill that child when it has hair and it has a beating heart and it can respond to the mother from playing things like music and stuff? It has a nose, it has toes, it has fingers. Are you okay with killing that child then? How about
if it's not viable outside the womb, I'm okay with killing it.
So if it's not viable outside of the womb, so basically
it cannot
what you're
survive
saying
outside
is,
the womb.
if it can't survive outside of the womb, then we can kill it? Is it because... So pretty much what you're... Is it
Look, here's the thing. It's not a life... It's not a life because it's not sentient. It doesn't have self-awareness. It's not sentient as we are. The thing that separates animals and people are that people have sentience.
Okay.
I want to, and I'm going to be a little forthright with this. What we're dealing with is the magic vagina myth. And it's that the vagina is somehow has mystical qualities, that when the baby comes out, now it's a human being. Like how? How does that make it human? How does it coming out of a body part make it more human than before?
Well, it's a philosophical line. It's not necessarily scientific. It's if it's when it's not viable outside the room, it's just look, boys, listen. Okay, look. Like when it's not like viable outside of the womb, it's not like I can't go on. It's not like its own thing because it's completely dependent on you. It's like a parasite. It's literally a parasite
that you put into your own body by having sex with another person.
Having sex is my right, and abortions are my right.
Okay, so if your argument is that you should be able to kill it because it's a parasite, it is
not an independent living creature of the mother.
But
it is dependent on the mother, and if you take it away, that thing will die.
Yes.
It's a parasite.
That's not what a parasite is, because parasites can live without being attached to another
not always
living being.
Not always.
Okay, so with this case, what you're saying is because it needs to survive from the mother, we're allowed to kill it. So you're basically saying because it needs to rely on the mother, we can kill it. Okay, can we kill a 2-year-old? Can we kill a 1-year-old?
No, because
they need to rely on a mother to survive.
They need to rely on something.
What about breastfeeding? You can't breastfeed from a man.
What you're talking about is needs that you need to give it. Like, okay, it's hungry, we should feed it. I'm talking about something that needs to take your blood to survive on. Mm-hmm. Okay, this thing is dependent on your organs.
It is.
You're basically on a life support system. A 2-year-old isn't on a life support system. So a 2-year-old isn't being a parasite off someone else's vital organs.
So, you said that it's philosophy, right? Well, we're dealing with philosophy, not science, with feelings, not fact, right? Generally.
No, it's science. It's science and it's both. It's both, okay? It's not alive because it's a parasite. Mm-hmm. It's living off. Okay, so maybe it is a living thing like a plant or a parasite, mm-hmm. But it because it's not really, it doesn't have the same value because it's taking from the mother, like it's a.
Okay, I will say this.
It's taken from the mother. It's taken from the mother.
You switched the argument first from philosophy, then you went to science, and now you're talking about value. Well, those are 3 very separate things. Now you're saying how valuable it is.
Okay, I retract my original statement when I was saying it wasn't science. It is science. It's all. Mm-hmm. It's all of them. It's philosophy and science.
All right. Well, the science is it's a human life, so that's what the science is.
If you want to base it off science,
it's alive, but it's a parasite, and that's why we have the right to kill it because the woman should have the right to do what she wants with her body. If something is
okay, do you want to know what a parasite is? Do you know what a parasite is? It's not a parasite. You keep saying it's a parasite. It's not a parasite.
Okay, what is it?
It's not a parasite. It's a human life.
Well, okay. So
it's
let's...
Do parasites have arms and legs and can think?
They're really
and can feel?
From Mars, yes.
And can have blood? Do parasites have every single thing that a human life has? No.
Well, let's assume
they
that
don't.
A leech does.
I actually think
A
that
leech isn't a parasite.
I think that
But-
we're
whatever.
closer to a symbiotic relationship than a parasitic one.
Okay, fine. A symbiotic relationship.
But I will go with parasite just for this definition.
Sure.
So is killing a human life wrong? Is terminating a human life wrong? Sorry,
That's
I
a
won't use the
trick
word
question.
kill. No, it's not. Is it right or wrong?
Killing a
We won't
human
use
life.
the word kill because you don't believe that it's
Killing
whatever.
a human life when it's fully formed, sentient, and aware, and independent from the mother's body is wrong.
So it only gains what you call self-awareness, possibly. We're talking maybe 2 years down the line, maybe 3 years.
Okay.
So then you're okay with killing like up till that age.
What? No, but
Like we're not talking like sentience doesn't develop.
you guys
right
are
away.
being very threatening. Okay.
We're having civil conversation. I'm listening to you, and then when you're done talking, I'll make my point.
Okay. Look, this is okay, fine. Go ahead.
So either human life is valuable, either human life has value and should not be killed, or human life does have value and should. Did I say that right?
It has less value
It has us.
because it's not self-aware. Oh wait. Well, it has less value because it's has a parasite. Okay, so maybe it has value. All right, it has value, but women's rights should be respected over that value.
So should we punish murderers? Like, is murder right or wrong? Like, sorry, I won't go with murder yet. Is killing is terminating a human life? That's what it is. It's living. It has its own human DNA.
Sure.
It's human life. Is terminating a human life okay? Ever?
No. Okay. No. We all know that. Everyone would say no.
Mhm.
What are you getting at?
Well, inside the womb, I mean, almost right after conception, after happy fun time with the
Yes.
sheets, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We've already discussed that it becomes a human life. Like we that's the science of it.
Human life starts at conception.
Well, actually, it starts a few hours after conception.
And why do you
Yes.
think human life starts at conception?
It's
just
not-
a clump. It's like cutting off a fingernail.
I understand, but
It's a few cells.
Oh, the fingernail.
I understand, but it's not what I think.
If I cut
It's-
off my finger, am I killing something living? Yeah, my finger is a living thing.
Your finger is not its own living organism.
It's not a separate living organism, but
But
I'm
the
sure
child-
it's killing a bunch of cells. It's
The
the same
child
thing.
is a separate living organism,
It's just, yeah, but it's just a bunch of living cells.
So
but
is,
it's not yours.
Is your fingernail magic? Do you have like magic fingernails? When you clip them and you throw them into the waste bin, and you throw the waste bin into the garbage, you know, in the dump,
What about
does that dump just suddenly
You
start
think it-
crawling with babies? Like,
No,
all of a sudden
but
we have
neither
a
is a
bunch of
dumpster
babies.
full of babies.
What's the
They're not
penguin
crawling
dumpster?
at all. They're dead.
That's actually fairly accurate. Okay, some of them are crawling with babies, but most of them are dead.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know that out here, but go outside of a Planned Parenthood location in America, never look in the dumpster. There will be babies in there and baby parts in there. It's kind of disgusting, and they don't do it as much anymore because they try to freeze.
That's
they
a moot point.
They freeze the body parts and they freeze the babies and then they send them off, but
The
lots
finger-
of them are found in
The
dumpsters.
fingernail has its own.
You guys are making moot points. It doesn't matter. Okay, it doesn't matter. They're just fetus. It looks like a real living thing, but the science says that it's not. Okay.
Okay,
the fingernail.
I want to go back because you're saying that I
okay.
think that life starts after conception.
Okay, sure.
It's
Why do you think
I
life
don't
starts after conception?
I don't think you should believe what I think. I
And not
think we should
sentience.
all come to conclusion and believe what does science tell us, not
Okay.
what is it that I think. So it's not that I think that life starts after conception. Science proves that life starts a few hours after conception.
So
So do you think it's of same value if I die versus a fetus?
Yes.
It's the same thing.
Yes.
yes.
Me alive with all my memories and thoughts and my sentience and my self-awareness is the same thing as a fetus, even at the most first significant form, just a few cells together, same thing.
I tend to believe that life has value regardless of age.
That's stupid. You guys are stupid. You guys
So
are
let
nonsense.
me ask you. You talked a lot about science, and I just want to ask you definition. What's living? The scientific term for living is when something is eats and reproduces.
I didn't say it wasn't living. It is alive. It's just not a person. It's not a human.
And it literally
Based
has
off what?
As I said, two haploid cells with 23 chromosomes each join to create a diploid cell
Okay.
with 46 chromosomes.
Okay, I feel like I'm contradicting myself, guys. Okay, boys, listen. All right. So it is a person. It
We
is-
didn't say it's a person. We said it was a human.
Well, I know, but they both mean the same thing.
The question of personhood is unimportant. It redirects ethics, the question of ethics, from when is killing a human wrong to when is killing a person wrong. Sorry. It redirects the question of ethics from when is killing a human wrong to is the human a person. So those are two very different questions. And basically the question of personhood is to devalue the human life. Person can mean whatever it wants. It doesn't have a scientific label. And this line of thought is really tragic because it can be applied to anything that is human. You know, what if we started saying blacks were not persons or Jews were not persons? I mean,
yeah, and
it's all based on pseudoscience and feelings.
Yeah, that's fair. I agree on that part. I agree on that. But you guys, listen, boys, listen. Okay, let's shift the argument a little bit here. Okay, away from biology. I think we've drove this to the ground already. Yeah. So essentially, this argument. Okay, look, listen. You guys can make all you listeners out there, you guys can feel free to make the right decision. Obviously, I'm right here. These guys are losers. They're clearly against women's rights. They're both cisgendered males. Well, okay. Well, you know, one of them's gay, but I think he's pretending. I think he's lying. Anyway,
I can demonstrate how gay I am in front
of
you.
No, that's okay. Actually, no, get out. Never mind. Okay, listen. All right, and that's the end of part 1 of the silent genocide. To hear the rest of the debate between Willis and Justyn and James, you have to click the link in the description that will bring you to part 2. See you guys there.